Thank you very much. Well, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, it's just wonderful to receive an award from WIN. I love that, WIN. It really is such an honor. And to my friend Marilyn Fowler, who you're indefatigable, tireless, wonderful personhood, I thank you. And we've had many, isn't she great? I mean, and there are so many other friends in the House who have been working so hard. And I want to say that being a political activist and being an advocate, it's a heavy lift with lots of folks. So I really appreciate being here on a Saturday morning with all of you. I come to this building, I work out of this building, which is a wonderful opportunity. But knowing that we are continuing the fight, and I've been part of a social movement for the last 35 years to end violence against women and girls and women and kids. And I just have to tell you, I got it, 10 minutes, will do. I'm actually from the East Coast, I can do that. And I've always held on to this important belief that this violence is not inevitable, that it's learned, and it can be unlearned, and it can be prevented. Well, why do I believe it? Because it's actually true. Between 1993 and 2010, in the United States, we've been able to reduce domestic violence among adult women by over 64%, and that is good news. Now, how did we get there? How do we get there? Obviously, with our eyes wide open and with a lot of bumps. But we did it in coalition, and I was part in San Francisco of an early coalition with a lot of folks that you all know. And it was Mimi Silvert of Delancey Street and Eva Patterson, who's an extraordinary civil rights lawyer, and Nancy Walker, who was a member of our Board of Supervisors. We called ourselves a coalition, and there were 4 of us. And we got our start in a closet in the DA's office, in a chair at San Francisco General Hospital. And then we called our friends across the country and we said, you know, we're doing this work, you're doing this work. It's time for our federal government to pay for it. And that's when I, as a person in my 30s, oh my God, we went to Congress, we walked those halls, and that's when a congressman came up to me and said, I'm about to speak on behalf of the first piece of legislation to end violence against women, and you know what one of my colleagues said to me? Why are you supporting this bill? This bill is just going to take the fun out of marriage. And that was in 1984 in the United States of America. That did not stop us. We keep on going because we're going to win. And in 1994, we passed the Violence Against Women Act, and that was a good thing. And we did that with all of you. And what did that do? It changed the laws. It put millions of dollars in communities across the country, and it challenged the social norms that allow this to happen. But let me be frank. We're not going to end violence against women and kids and girls and men and boys if we're building more jails and even more shelters. It is about economic opportunity, and it's about healing kids who are hurt, healing people who are hurting, and it has to be about prevention. Do you agree? And as a parent, and now as a proud grandparent, I saw my friend Roma Guy. Roma, I'm catching up to you. Only 2, but I'm catching up. It hurts me to know, yes, we've made some progress for adult women. We're not doing enough for our kids. There is a crisis on our college campuses. There's too much sexual assault, and there's too much sexual assault in our high schools across this country. And we are part of a global village that is important for us to do more than what we do just in this country. We have to join with our sisters and brothers across the world. And I was at Beijing, and I was proud to be there, and I was proud to hear Secretary Clinton say women's rights are human rights, but she also said they're never going to realize it if they're being beaten and raped. And because of that, and because of the work that we've been doing with groups around the world, we did And we are going to continue to work on the International Violence Against Women Act. We're going to get it through Congress because you all are going to work with us and we're going to work with you. Are we going to be able to do it? At some point, we're going to have a different Congress, right? Thank you. We almost got it when Leader Pelosi was Speaker Pelosi. We're going to fight, but when Secretary Clinton was in the State Department, we took many of the elements of the International Violence Against Women Act and we put it in place administratively. I'm going to end by saying one thing. I am the proud daughter of a man who joined one club in his life, and that was the Optimist Club. And I hold that in my heart and in my DNA. And I really do believe in the capacity of human beings to change. And I think we can bend the arc of human history toward compassion and equality. And as I said earlier, I fundamentally believe that this violence does not have to be part of the human condition. But I will rededicate my time in partnership with all of you today so that we can create futures without violence for women and girls and men and boys everywhere. Thank you so much. Thank you for this award. Thank you for being here. And let's do the work we need to do to pass the International Violence Against Women Act and make the world a better place, because if women are safe, we're in much better shape. Thank you very much.